ready with me for some hair products that I use before I heat style it, and then kind of show you this warm smoky eye using the Naked Heat palette. So if you want to see how I got this look today, keep on watching. Alright, so I have just taken a shower. I'm going to show you quickly just how I kind of prep my skin and hair for makeup before I do my hair. So for my hair, I got this little sample. It's Aveda Smooth Infusion. It's a nourishing styling cream, and I've been using this little sample. I'm almost out of it, but it's really nice. It kind of has this like serum-y consistency. So I'm just going to kind of run this through my hair. And I like to just focus that on the ends because I don't want it to be too greasy at the top. And then I'm also almost out of this. This is the Pureology Smooth Perfection Serum. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on as well. This is very clear, so it'll just kind of add that shine. It's much more like sticky than the Aveda. So I'm just going to scrunch that into the bottom. Alright, and I'm going to go blow dry and curl my hair, and I'll be right back. Alright, now that that's done, I do want some extra kind of freshness, so I'm going to use this MAC Prep and Prime spray. I'm just going to spray this all over my face before I put on any makeup. Now, since it is kind of a casual Saturday, I'm not trying to do anything too heavy or made up. I'm just going to go in with the Tarte BB Amazonian Clay Tinted Moisturizer. This has SPF in it, which is nice. And it just adds a little bit of moisturizer for my dry skin. So I'm in the shade Medium. And I'm just going to put this in with my fingers and kind of melt it into my skin. I love this in the winter because it's really lightweight, but it gives kind of like a dewy, glowy finish to your skin. So if you do have really dry skin like me, it'll help combat that dryness. Now I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape, my go-to concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium, and I'm just going to put that in the places that are kind of red on my face. And for a really bright light under eye, I'm going to go in with the shade Light. This is a lot of shades lighter than my actual skin, even though I am super pale right now. But I'm just going to dot that right under my eyes. And then I'm going to blend this all in with this Eco Tools sponge that I have. I really have to wash this. I like to bring the Shape Tape if I have like extra and just kind of bring it up onto my eye. It kind of just helps serve as like a primer for my eyeshadow, and it just kind of like, you know, hitting two birds with one stone. Alright, now I'm going to go in with one of my favorite things that I just got. It's the Park Ave Princess from Tarte Bronzing Palette. It has 4 different bronzers and 2 matte highlighters. So these 2 lighter colors serve as kind of like a translucent powder if you want to set the light parts. And then there are 2 kind of shimmery bronzer colors on the end, and then 2 matte in the middle. I like to use those for contouring. There's like one cooler shade called Princess Cut, and then the warmer shade is called Angle. And I like it because it kind of all goes with like a ring, like diamond ring theme, and my ring is a Princess Cut, so because I'm a princess. So I'm going to use this double-ended Sephora brush. I use it for bronzer on one side and then blush on the other side, and I'm going to use that cool shade Princess Cut and just go in and kind of carve out where I want to contour. The thing about this palette is that the bronzers are really pigmented and they pick up a lot when you put a brush to them, so it can be a little overwhelming. So if you don't like a ton of bronzer or don't really know how to blend well, just use a really light hand with these. Alright, so once that's kind of placed where I want it, I'm just going to blend it in. I've really been loving bronzer lately because my skin is so pale that I feel like it's the only thing that kind of brings some color and life back into my skin. So I'm also going to go in with these two outer shades, Crown and Carrot, and I'm just going to use that same brush and kind of just bronze all over. This will just kind of also blend in the contouring. And always bring it down the neck. This camera makes me look really super orange, but I promise it doesn't look like that in real life. Alright, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with the other side of this brush, the blush angle kind of part, and I'm going to go in with this color, a MAC blush called Lovejoy. It's a little bit shimmery, and it kind of has this nice peachy coral shade to it, so I'm just going to place that along my cheekbone, and then I kind of like to bring it up a little bit during the winter to kind of make it look like you're flushed or blushing. Kind of just gives that like youthful, kind of like you spent a little bit too much time in the sun. And then of course a little bit on the nose. And then I'm going to use this big fluffy brush, just kind of blend that all out. Alright, now before I go in with the Naked Heat palette, I am going to go in with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, my go-to eye primer, and just put this all over. I like to bring this way up, so all the way to the brow bone. Alright, so now for the fun part, the Naked Heat palette. So this is from Urban Decay. I've actually got it in a huge set with all four of these beauties. So I've actually owned the Naked 3 palette before. This one has all of the rosy, kind of neutral toned shades, but it's very much on the cool side. I used this basically until it was all gone. So that was a few years ago and I haven't really used it since. I also got the Naked 2. This is also like a cool neutral tone, some more silvers and grays. And then obviously the Naked Original OG palette, which has kind of that more neutral, kind of warms and cool toned neutral colors. So the Naked Heat palette is all of these orange, pink, red, beautiful plum colors. I kind of was going in between getting the Tarte Toasted palette or this one, because I do like Tarte and I like those palettes, but I kind of wanted to buy this whole set because I really wanted to try some new eyeshadows, and I like that this kind of had more of a range of like pinks rather than just straight up oranges, because I feel like their Pro palette, the Tarte Pro palette that I already have, kind of had enough like orange-y types of colors, where these kind of had some really pretty pink shimmers and things like that, so I wanted to put this one instead. So without further ado, so I'm first going to go in with this e.l.f. brush. It is the angled contour brush. It's this big fluffy angled brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Sauced. So it's the third kind of light color, and I'm just going to put this all into my crease as a transition shade. Alright, so once that is in the crease, it kind of just serves as a transition between the sparkle on the lid that we're going to do and like a darker color in the outer corner. I am going to use this brush in that same color and just kind of buff it under my eye. For my under eyes, I like to do kind of like a smudgy light brown no matter what look I'm doing. I kind of pick like a neutral, like light medium brown, and then just kind of smudge it. I don't like it to be too precise. Just don't like the way it looks on me. Alright, so once that's done and kind of smoky, I'm going to go in with a darker color. I'm going to go in with the color He Devil. It's this kind of medium rust red. And I'm going to deepen the crease up with this color. As you can see, this is super pigmented, so it really packs a punch in these beautiful kind of red-orange tones. Alright, so once that's on, I'm going to bring in this big fluffy brush again and just blend that all in. And before we go onto the lid, I'm just going to take this color Quince, it's the white on the end, and just put it on my brow bone to kind of blend everything in so it doesn't look crazy before we do our brows. Alright, now I'm going to take this same kind of little e.l.f. smudger brush. It is called the contour brush, and I'm going to go in with En Fuego, which is this dark rust color on the end. And I'm just going to buff that into the outer V. So kind of bringing it up into the crease, but then really just focusing on this outer corner. I really like these e.l.f. brushes. They're literally like $1 and they're so good. And I feel like you really just don't need to spend that much money on brushes. Alright, so once that outer corner is kind of deepened up, I'm going to take whatever's left on this brush, just kind of run that under my eyes again. So it'll just kind of help balance that smokiness. Now I'm going to just take my finger and go in with the color Scorched. It's this shimmery pink color. And I'm just going to take that on my fingertip and pack that onto my lid. I love this palette because the colors also just blend so easily and pretty, if you can see. Kind of like goof proof, even though the colors seem really intense. It is the easiest palette to just blend. And then I'm going to go in with Lumber, which is this lighter kind of rose gold shade, and just pop that into my inner corner with a different finger. Alright, so the eyeshadow look is done. Before I do my eyeliner and mascara, I'm just going to quickly do my brows, so I'll be right back. Alright, so my brows are done. I just quickly kind of went over them with a pencil and then kind of just smudged it in with a spoolie. And instead of my typical cat eye with the Tarte eyeliner that I've been doing, I got this little sample Marc Jacobs black gel eyeliner. So I'm actually going to use this. I've been loving this lately, especially just for like a daytime look. So I'm just going to smudge this along my top lash line and then kind of wing it out, and then I'm going to smudge it all in with a little flat brush to kind of make like a brushed effect smoky eye wing. So I just kind of pushed that into my upper lash line and then just kind of smoked it out into a tiny wing. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Alright, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with this little Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette that I have. I just got this as a gift for my birthday. And I'm going to just go in with this blackout color. It's just the matte black eyeshadow, just to kind of help this smoke out. And I'm just going to take this flat, I'm pretty sure this is a concealer brush, but you know, you use what you have. So I'm going to go in and just kind of smudge these lines out. as you can see, this kind of just creates a smoky, dramatic effect, but I really like it. I've just kind of like a softer look, especially with these warm toned eyeshadows. If you guys want me to do a tutorial with this palette, please let me know. I've absolutely loved these colors and I've been using it a ton lately just for everyday going out makeup. So yeah, let me know if you want me to just do a tutorial based on this palette. Alright, so the wing is all smoked out. I am going to go in with this little Marc Jacobs sample mascara that I got with the eyeliner. It is the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara in number 10 Noir. I really like this mascara. It's very thickening, which I love. Like, I like just like a thick, bold lash. So I'm going to use this today. Alright, and the one thing I will say about this mascara is that it definitely is clumpy, so if you're a person that like just wants to get it done fast and doesn't want to like work through the clumps, then it's probably not for you, but I like it. It's really, really thickening, which I love, but definitely clumpy, so just be aware. Now I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to go in with this MAC lip liner in Morning Coffee and just kind of line the outsides. Also, a hack that I've been doing, so if you've noticed, which you probably have, this, my bottom lip is like much more plump on this side, so I've been kind of trying to alter that by kind of just overlining my lips a little bit on this side to kind of balance it out, because your girl doesn't want to get no plastic surgery, so you know, you just fake it till you make it. Alright, now that the lip liner is on, I'm going to go in with this tiny little Tarte lip paint. It's in this like kind of medium pink color. Does it say the color? No. It's the Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint. Oh, I think it's in Grand is the color. So I've been loving this. It came in a little palette that I got, and it works perfectly with that lip liner as well. I also think it's a really good compliment to the palette because it's kind of like that same toned pink, but it's not like overwhelming, so you can kind of still let your eyes stand out and then just have like a complimentary lip. Alright guys, so this is my final look. I have my kind of beachy waves, a warm smoky eye, and my kind of pink lips. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Then my name is Olivia Slifer. That is my new married last name. If you guys want to see a hair tutorial, some new makeup palettes, I did get this Tarte Treasure Box makeup palette, so I am going to do a tutorial on that. So look forward to that, and I will see you guys next time.